So I had mentioned data types, right? And that term, all that really means is what types of information can a language work with? So JavaScript, obviously, we can work with strings, right? We can work with words as long as we put them in quotation marks. And we can work with numbers, and we can even do math with them. But there's another data type called the Boolean. And a Boolean is basically just any kind of a statement or a comparison written in JavaScript that results in either true or false. And you're going to see these in a lot of different programming languages. So again, this is an important data type to understand. So the easiest way to kind of illustrate this is with math. We could do something like, is 2 greater than 3? And you could just simply do that and use this little greater than operator. And if I hit enter, you'll see the result is a Boolean. That means it's false. So that statement is a Boolean statement or a Boolean comparison. And we're just checking to see if something is, on the left is greater than something on the right here. So likewise, you could do is 3 greater than 1. And that's true. So you're going to get the true response back. So there are a few key operators that you need to understand here. Okay, so we can check to see if something's equal by saying is 2 equal to itself with the equals sign. So that's not 1 equal sign because that's variable assignment, right? That's when we're assigning something. But if we want to just check for equality, we can do something like that with 2 equals. And you can even do strict equality by doing something like this with 3 equal signs. And the difference is just that it's checking with the 3 equal sign, it's checking that it's an actual number and not a string here. So for example, if I did 2 is equal to quotation marks 2, you're going to get false because these are not the same data type. This is a number data type. This is a string data type. This, however, evaluated to 2 here above because they are the same data type. So that's strict equality. We can also do not equal. So we can say, is 2 not equal to 2? And you do it with a quotation mark, with an exclamation point. If I hit enter, we're going to get false because we know 2 is equal to 2. But if we say, hey, is 3 not equal to 2? We know 3 is not equal to 2. They're not the same thing. There you go. You're going to get true. And again, you can do this with strict inequality by doing it like this. Is 3 not equal to 3 as a string? And you're going to say that's true. These are not the same thing. That's a number and that's a data type, strictly speaking. So, however, you could do something like this. Is 3 not equal to 3? When they're both the same data type, and that's going to be false because they are equal to each other. So that's a little bit about how you can work with those operators to get a true or false value. You can even do something like this, is 5 greater than or equal to 5? And we know it is equal to 5, so you're going to get true back. So play around with that a little bit if you're new to Booleans, and you'll get a sense for how you can use math or number comparisons to get these Boolean results. Now, in real-world applications, you might not just be working with numbers here to check if they're true or one's greater than the other or whatnot. You might have something like this. You might say, okay, we have an h1 tag here in our document. Let's check to see if that's there. So we can actually reach into the web page and check and see if it's there. And that's a true or false statement, right? In this case, it's true. That is there. And if it is there, you can say something like, okay, if there's an h1 in there that says hello within it, then let's make it glow when the user clicks on it. So that's an example of how we can start using JavaScript in real-world examples and using these Booleans in real-world examples is, you're going to be working with the elements on the page, checking to see if something is true or false. Is there a certain element on the page? And if there is, let's do something with it. So I hope you can start to extrapolate this out and think about how you can start, using this in real-world applications.